Hi, it's Jane. We have another round of shout-outs. Now this one is a little bit smaller because I've been busy. Alright, the first one is Keto Like a Lady. This is Tanya, and she takes you along on her keto journey. It's hit or miss sometimes with her, but check her out. Then there is Danielle Mcallister. Now, Danielle is a plus-size gal, but she talks mostly about plus-size fashion, beauty, sometimes chats about other things like body image, how to make cool clothes, and generally whatever inspires her. She also crochets, so check her out. Then there is Ketogenic Woman. This is Anita. She is in her 60s and has been doing a keto carnivore diet, also called Ketovore. I have lost over 100 pounds over the course of the past few years, and I feel pretty darn fantastic. And I hear that a lot from people who are on the Ketovore carnivore diet. So, you know, she does some recipes and all kinds of fun stuff, so check her out. Then, of course, there's our Tracy over at Diet Rocks. She talks about all things diets here and there. Walk through certain diet books. I think the last one I watched was one about the vegan or vegetarian diet magazine. She did a little look through it. So, yeah, find that interesting. Then there is Crochet Day by Day. Crochet Day by Day. This is Nadej. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Basically, she's just on a crochet adventure and she takes you along with her. Then there is the Yarn Wrangler. She also does crochet and knitting. This is Vicky. She is a university student who has 2 children. And I think you'll find it interesting to follow her along on her journey. Then there is Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. Now, this channel primarily focuses on making delicious meals from food pantry donations, grocery stores, and home canned and preserved foods. I'm going to say this about food pantries. Folks, do not be embarrassed to have to go to a food pantry. The reason they are there is to help people. Every month I donate to a food pantry, and I know in the past I've had to use a food pantry. That's what they are there for. So never be ashamed. Don't let people give you grief about going to a food pantry. If you need it, go for it. Then there is Frugal Money Saver. This is Emmy and her husband Paul. They are debt and mortgage-free early retirement couple that live frugally, simple and plain, and costing little. Their channel shares their journey and all the secrets and the simple ways they spend less to have more. So what they're basically there for is to help teach you how to spend your money on what you want to spend it on. Don't we all want to be able to do that instead of what we have to? Then there is Mornings with Granny. Now, she is a senior citizen. She lives in the South, and she is on a very frugal budget. She shares all kind of information, just different chats. Check her out. Then there is Dress Me Up Scotty. This is Scotty. She is sharing joy through clothes, thrifting, vintage, cosplay, and vibes. And I'll tell you, some of the thrift hauls she has gone and done are very interesting, especially when she's doing something around her cosplay. So, or vintage clothes. I love vintage clothes. I think they have a style of all of their own. So check out Scotty. Then there is artist Sandy Marie. Now her focus is on all types of colorwork, crochet colorwork. A lot of hers are a lot of her videos are base tips, techniques needed when you start getting into that adventure. She also does reviews on equipment, tools, and materials needed. She is also someone who creates design graphs meant to inspire the artist in everyone, especially flowers. She loves flowers. Unique patterns and many things that are just fun, but they're also meant to hone fiber art skills. I think you will enjoy her. Then there is Crafting Cousins. Oh my, these two are something else. This is Kay and Trish. They are cousins and they craft. They love to craft and make pretty things, and they show us all along the way. So check out Kay and Trish. Then there is our Upcycled Life. This is Deidre. She does home style decor, lifestyle channel, and she does a lot of upcycling, thrifting, and DIY content. You're going to enjoy Deidre's channel. Everything under the sun is in there. Do It on a Dime, Catherine. She is on a mission to lead a beautiful, organized lifestyle on a frugal budget. And I have been enjoying watching her. I've been watching her for a long time. She does a lot of Dollar Tree, Dollar General things that are really in a tight budget. So, you know, check her out. And I don't think that I had mentioned this one last week. Maybe I did, but it's Home Talk. They do a lot of things, all kinds of crafty DIYs, home decor, ways to spruce up your home, upcycling, that kind of thing as well. So I do hope that you will check these guys out. I know it's a short one, but I think you will get a good taste of what's out there. I've already started another list. As always, I can't help it. I like cruising channels, what can I say? And sometimes I find things that are interesting, and sometimes I think, you know, it's not right for me, but it may be right for you. So check them all out, because there's tons of them out there, aren't there? Absolutely tons of them. That's for sure. Now, I will tell you a little bit of what I've been doing. I've been going up back and forth to the storage unit probably 3 times a day, taking full carloads of things. I know I've told you in the past that kind of a hoarder of yarn, and I am. I have a closet full that had 12 totes in it. All of those have gone over to the storage unit because I can't possibly get to it. I also have another probably 7 or 8 that will be going over there. Now, I have plenty of yarn to work through that is in the living room. Yes, I have that much yarn. And I would say I'm ashamed of it, but I'm not. Because I love yarn. So, but I do have a lot of yarn. It's made me realize I've got way too much yarn. So, yeah. So a lot of that is going into storage because I can't possibly get to it, so that I can also start going through the things in Thomas's office. Like I said, we still have a lot more to go through his office and through the map room, and it's a lot. And I don't have room in the house to actually go through it. That's part of the reason I got the storage unit, so that I could start going through things piecemeal at a time. I have weeded out a lot of things that I'm not going to worry about. I made a contact out to people who might be interested in the research that he is working on. And I have told them there is a 3-week limit. If there is no interest in it, it is all going to the recycle bin. I hate to do that because it's important research, but I can't hang on to it for the rest of my life. This is something that I had asked Thomas to start doing, putting a list down of those people that would be interested, contacting him, those kind of things. I've been asking him to do this for 4 years now, and he has been holding on to it for the longest time. Now, there was a big research project that he and a student were working on, but the student has no interest in continuing that line of study and that research. My chair just keeps sinking down little bit by little bit. So, like I said, I'm still trying to find someone who might be interested. I do think I have someone that's interested. Other than that, like I said, it's going to go to landfill. Nothing else that I can do with that. The only other thing that I'm doing is the research papers that he has already done and that are finished, that have been published and need to be put online for other researchers. Those papers that are not currently online, I'm scanning those to put them up online so that other researchers have that information available. He has about probably 5 large boxes full of well logs, and that won't mean a whole lot to you, but he did research on well log cuttings and had discovered a way that when you're looking at well logs, you can tell how much gas is in that potential well, how much oil is in that potential well, those kind of things. And it's a very important paper, and it is something that every gas and oil company around the world has their, anybody that's employed by them, students, interns, workers, they all have to read that paper. That is online and is available, but I have reached out to 3 oil companies to see if they want those well cuttings logs that he has, and if they do, then we'll make arrangements for them to get it. So that's what I've been doing all along, and I'm very busy. So I generally don't stop doing anything till about 9, 10 o'clock at night. And of course also with the closing of the land and, you know, starting that process, and there's fun things like you have to go buy the house plans and submit it to the inspector and all this other stuff. Then you got to go for all the sewer and water hookups and all that, and that was almost $5,000 for just the water and the sewer. I'm not going to be thrilled when it gets to the gas, the electric, and the cable. But, you know, you have to hook into it, so you have to pay for it, so, yeah. Alright, that's it for today. Thought I'd just give you a little update on what's going on. And as always, be kind to one another, love one another. And as always, get out there and see this big, beautiful world that we have, that our Creator has made for us to enjoy. Alright guys, I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.